There's Yoda. Welcome back to the 2025 World Pool Championships here in Ennis, County Clare, in the Emerald Isle. And up this morning, we've got Morocco, and they're taking on the Reunion Islands. Morocco currently lined about 7th in the group, Reunion 9th. Morocco won 2 out of 3, Reunion Islands won 1 out of 3, so pretty important game for both teams to stay in pace with the leaders. And also a great chance to have a look at 2 of the sides we haven't featured yet. Osama Al-Masakini at the table for Morocco. You'll have to forgive some of my pronunciation, probably along the way. And he's taken on 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗵 from the Reunion Islands over on table 2. We have 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗵 from the Reunion, and he's playing Amin Al-Zamate from Morocco. So, off in the middle there for Maskini. So will be 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗵 to get his first opening. There's 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗵. Tries to get on that top red. I think he's on it as well. And Nick Finn has joined me in the commentary box.
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, actually. It's still morning.
It is morning, yes. Yeah. We have been starting in the afternoons because obviously we had the opening ceremony yesterday. Various bits and bobs before we could get right into the action. But 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵 here.
I'm thinking there's going to be some fireworks in this game, Tony. I've just got a feeling. Reunion had their win under their belt yesterday. Morocco have been playing really well. It's got to be
they're 2 out of 3 Morocco, lined 7th.
They're a very strong team, but don't write off these lads. I was watching Reunion a couple of times yesterday, and pretty good. They are pretty good. One just slightly under hit by 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵𝗵 on table 1. 𝗪𝗏𝗵𝗵 on table 2. Reunion at the table in both of these games. But, over on table 1, he's going to struggle to get position on that one at the top of the table. He's under hit that last shot by a good 9 inches. Very difficult to get back across there from this angle. The yellow is in the way. Yeah, that's good. That's about as good as he could have done. He's going to struggle to get too close to the 8 ball. I think the 8 ball just passes the yellow into the pocket, so I don't think he's got to get below it. It's going to be a bonus if it does go. He's taking a look down the table, so maybe he feels it doesn't pass the yellow. How's he going to get all the way down here with this angle?
Ball in hand over on table 2 for Morocco. Yeah, he doesn't have any angle really at all here. We try and scream it backward side.
Yeah.
This match will be 21 frames. 11 will get you over the line, obviously, but we will see all the frames out again as these are all group matches.
He's looking at the double, but the yellow looks like it's just in the way. I mean, he's going to have to get extremely close to that yellow when he comes off the cushion.
Well, like you said, Nick, I don't think the double was on. It was just a bit unfortunate. He landed with barely no angle at the top of the table. What he should have done was try to play the cue ball onto the top rail. He tried to be too delicate and hold before the yellow.
Yeah.
And that's what caused him the problems.
And one of the stronger players in this Moroccan team. They've got strength and depth all the way through, but 𝗏𝗪𝗏, the small tiger, he is a ferocious player. Played many a money match along his career path as well, and has had a lot of success. He's certainly used to, I think he still does, resides around the London area. He's kind of in with that Ian Alley group of backers, John McDaddy and all of that crew. And he's got some loyal supporters down there. I think he moved over here so he could focus on Paul.
Well, he needs to focus on that yellow on that right-hand side rail first, because he doesn't want to really leave that till last.
Yeah, has to take it now, surely.
Unless he's leaving himself a cut down the rail to get onto the 8-ball.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily want to do that, would you? If you don't get exactly the right angle, he's going to have to leave it now. But if you don't get the right angle here, he's in trouble. If he finishes anywhere near straight, he's going to struggle to get across for the 8-ball. You're better to have too much angle here, Tony, aren't you? Just make sure.
Has 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 on table 2 left Willie Boyer a gap through those 2 yellows to that red?
Surely not. It looks
Meanwhile, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 has left himself a nice angle on this yellow. But this is the same shot he had before he played the other 2 yellows that he refused. So it was just played it very well indeed. And Morocco, with the help of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, looked to go 1 in front. In it goes, and it is Morocco that draw first blood. They lead Reunion Islands 1-0. And there goes 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the victor. So ball in hand for Almin 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Still got that tricky yellow that's on that rail. He would have liked to have been a bit straighter on this one now into the centre, because he could have just run behind it, but he's going to take the cue ball a bit away from his work a bit here.
I will apologise in advance if there's anyone in Morocco or from the Reunion Islands tuning in and I butcher any of these names. I will do my very best.
Well, he's left himself a bit straight over there on table 2. He wanted a bit more angle, and this is the problem, because he's got to get down here. He doesn't want to leave himself too thin on this last yellow. That's a very, very good shot. Super control there. And Morocco making a very good start indeed.
Yeah.
𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 puts them 2-0 up.
Yeah, Reunion had chances in both frames. It's Morocco that takes them both. They lead by 2 frames to 0. And they will be there at the table with the first open opportunity in frame 3 as well.
Yep, so over on this table here, for the Reunion Islands, we have Archad Juman, and he's taking on Radik Hormush.
Rafik.
Apologies, it is Rafik.
It's your eyes, Tony.
It's not, it's the app.
They've not focused in yet.
With the team sheet. And over on table 2 would be 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 versus 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself today, Tony.
You won't be in a minute with that smug face look on your face, I'm telling you.
What a morning this is.
Good job I've not had a few pints of Guinness, I'll tell you. Could be in trouble. Well, the perfect start so far for Morocco.
Oh, yellow hanging tantalizingly over the pocket on table 2. Doesn't drop. Dry break for Karim. Sorry, for Ali Bey. Was reunion breaking. Morocco with first chance on that table. German over on table 1, sporting some bold spectacles. There they are, look. It's a strong look.
And to be fair, that's a fairly strong shot. The problem, though, the red below the 8 ball. What if he could play this red thin enough into the centre and send a cue ball into the yellow and the red and bump it out? Might be a little bit of a thicker contact, though, than he'd like. He tried to come back up and rub into the 8 ball and leave himself on the red, but it's not worked out well. He's clipped the red, made it a bit worse. Not only that, he has no shot where he can pot the red he can see and bump that out. Well, I say has no shot. The only shot is to pot that red into the bottom left-hand corner, scream the cue ball up to the top rail and back down again and kick those 2 balls apart.
Could he cut it to middle? Or does it go off the yellow?
Well, he's looking off the yellow.
Yeah.
That's where you want to pass the cue to Chris Melling. He'll probably get that ball out.
Phone a friend.
Well, you haven't got any, Nick, so you're going to struggle.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, that's unlucky.
He has. He's been really unlucky there.
If he somehow gets that red out and lands on it, that suddenly becomes shot of the tournament so far.
Oh, yeah,
I think.
pretty much,
That was a brilliant effort.
Yeah, very, very unlucky there for Dumont. But he still has a shot to play at the table. You never know. But I think the only option really here is to give this a belt. He's actually looking, he's trying to come off the side rail, hit the red into the left-hand rail, back through the gap of those 2 yellows in that corner. I do not think this can possibly go. Well, the red's come back and knocked the cue ball in, so...
It wasn't the worst effort.
I just think the yellow on the bottom rail was stopping that.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to go past. It could get to the jaw, but very, very unlucky there. So Rafiq Harmouche for Morocco at the table. And also on table 2, Morocco looking ominous.
Ooh. That's a
well, he didn't want that bump, did he? Yeah.
No.
That's a deep 𝗏𝗏 on table 2. He has a shot, but it's a very thin cut into that corner.
Yeah, I mean, if that goes another quarter roll and lands on the cushion, this is near impossible. This is makeable. It's thin. You've got to fancy him for it.
Oh, what a great shot by 𝗏𝗏. And Morocco storming to 3-0 lead. Oh, or do they? I think the referee has just pointed at the red there that said he's moved it.
Wow.
So that will be frame reunion islands. So as 𝗍𝗲𝗃𝗵 leant over to cut that black into the corner pocket, you saw the referee 𝗨𝗽𝗱𝗵𝗵 walk over. He pointed at the red ball that was near the cushion and said, 𝗍𝗃𝗃𝗵 moved that with his clothing. And the black goes down on table 1, and 𝗪𝗁𝗁 has completed his win. So as far as we're aware, it is 3-1 to Morocco. Well, I don't wonder what Yoda thinks of all of this, especially that item of clothing moved in that red. Probably quite happy.
It's not updated yet on the... And it has now. That was framed to reunion, so that was a foul. Good spot.
Well, the referee just immediately walked over and pointed at the red ball, obviously explaining what had happened to 𝗃𝗵. And he plotted a really good 8 ball there as well, so unlucky, but you've got to mind your clothing. Very colourful team, the reunion.
Yeah, I love their
I do like their shirts as well. I think they had a wonderful noisy match that was next to us yesterday against Mauritius, didn't they?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're very close together, they're neighbours. And it was reunion that came out on top, I believe. Morocco, they are going very well. Play 3-1-2. But the Moroccans have a very talented lineup indeed. They are not here just for the decoration.
So over on table 1, Hannes Ghane is breaking. He's playing Hussam Al Amrani. And table 2, that's Mehdi Bouchan and his opponent in the seat, Damien Grondin. Success for both of the breakers. They both pot a ball. Much more open table across on table 1. The yellows, you'd think. I mean, at first sight, they're all wide open, but actually there's a couple of problems there, isn't there, Tony?
Well, you got one problem on the yellows for Hannes Ghane, which is the one at the top of the table. He's going to go for the yellows.
Yeah, and reds, there's that one on the side cushion and the 2 reds in the middle of the table on top of each other a little.
It all depends which is the easiest to get to move, but...
Look at this for a shot. Oh, it just sticks in the jaws. If that comes out, that was a great positional shot to land on this one stray ball at the top of the table. It was a really good effort.
It was a good effort by Ghane.
Just catches the knuckles and stays.
Well, Mehdi Bouchan has an opening on table 2 on the yellows. Just bumped into that red, but I think it's okay for Mehdi. And this is the correct way to go. Take the one at the top. Wow, that was... I thought he was just going to pull back a couple of inches there, but...
I think he had to move it. I don't think it... I mean, it possibly went to right centre.
I think it did go to the right centre. I thought it might just pop that in and go the other way, but showing plenty of cue power.
That's a really tidy finish, actually.
Well, we both thought the table 1 was the open one, and, and Mehdi Bouchan is showing why he's one of the top players in the Moroccan team. Very tidy indeed. And this 8 ball in the middle pocket for Morocco to go into a 4-1 lead. And they are showing their authority out there. Bearing in mind, the one they've lost, they actually potted the black and fouled by clothing touching a ball. So it is Morocco that go into a 4-1 lead, courtesy of Mehdi Bouchan. So we'll turn our attention to table 1. with Hannes Ghani at the table for reunion.
Yeah, he's on yellows and in a spot of bother. Only really has a double here. And there's a lot of traffic through the middle of the table, blocking his line. You could try the back double into this bottom corner and try and get that cue ball at the top, but as I say, there's a red kind of blocking the path, the line of the cue ball to get to the bulk area. I don't see much else to attack from here. I think that's the shot he's looking at. Problem is for him, there's nowhere safe on the table, so safety I don't think is an option. Just misses that double. Don't think he's actually left anything easy. No, he has left one to top left. I wasn't sure if he could get through to the potty angle of this one. Can. All the reds in the open now. Cross on table 2. That is 𝗪𝘁𝗰𝗵. It's just broken. His opponent, 𝗪𝗁𝗪𝗃𝗲𝗍.
And this 8-ball for 5-1 Morocco. And Amrani delivers it into the corner pocket. And Morocco stretch their lead. They're looking very good value. So 𝗪𝘁𝗪𝗵 at the table for Morocco.
Just left himself the wrong angle here. Wants to be higher, and then he could play the cannon. Suddenly become awkward. He can stun out and take the one at the bottom, but then he still needs to develop that top yellow. Just pushes the 8-ball into an easier place. Slightly hamper queuing. If he can queue between the 2 reds, it's not too bad, but the look on his face suggests that he is hampered. That makes his shot a lot more difficult now. Try and control this off the cushion player, control cannon, and land on the yellow. Left all his eggs in one basket here. And this is just because he just fell the wrong side of that previous ball. Tough shot here.
Oh, how good was that?
That was just superb.
𝗪𝘁𝗪𝗵.
Couldn't have played that any better.
𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗏. That's a great shot. Really, really well played there.
Hamper queuing as well to judge that off the cushion, to take the red clean and leave himself on the yellow. Just brilliant.
We are now starting the second session, and these players, as the players have already played a frame out there now. That's Rafik Hamouche. So this 8-ball, table 2. 𝗪𝘁𝗪𝗵 to put Morocco 6-1. and starting to really stretch their legs. Very well played indeed, and that's a very good finish there for 𝗂𝗪𝗫. Morocco 6-1 now to the good. Little post-mortem as they leave the arena. But based on this display from Morocco, there are going to be nobody's pushovers in this World Championships. And the reunion of facing an uphill task to get themselves back into this match. 𝗂𝗪𝗫 attempting a bit of a wild double there into the corner, quite a way out, so reunion get to the table. And Irfan will have a good look at these yellows. And that's okay for 𝗂𝗪𝗵𝗵𝗵.
This is the start of the second cycle. So second frame up. I think Tony had already mentioned that.
Doesn't hurt to tell everybody twice.
No, I was just making note of that previous clearance, Tony. Just a little highlight moment. That extraction shot. Sidetracked. Getting underway. This is 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗄.
Yeah, this is
Ahmed 𝗂𝗪𝗓.
substitution.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a rotation system where they try to give most of their squad a run. And why not? When you're 6-1 up, you can afford to do it a little bit. Gives everybody a bit of TV time as well. Never know when you'll be back out there again, and it might be in a more important match.
Yeah. Just an unwanted flick on the way through for 𝗵𝗂𝗵𝗃 on table 1. Just makes this slightly more awkward. In fact, I'm not even sure can you see the potting angle without hitting the 8 first. 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃's going to have to keep a keen eye on this.
Interestingly, they took out 𝗍𝗃𝗃𝗵 out of the lineup, who moved the ball with his clothing.
Yeah. Jake's going to be watching this one.
Nowhere near.
I didn't think he
didn't like it.
To find the potting angle there, I think it was probably 8-ball first. It was just clumsy, the shot before, the positional shot.
But I'll just go back to 𝗍𝗃𝗃𝗵, who potted a fantastic 8-ball. His shirt just touched that red ball. It's been dropped.
Cruel. Little game of cat and mouse going on.
Maybe he'll turn up in a wetsuit when he plays later, so he'll keep it stuck to his body so it doesn't fall on the balls. 𝗂𝗪𝗫 looks very solid indeed.
Yeah, this is a good clearance.
And to be fair, they all have. Morocco have looked really, really good this morning. And that is now 7-1 to Morocco, and there is no let-up from them at all. No mercy. Wow. How'd you like that, Nick?
Screaming double.
𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏. When we saw him in his first throw, he does like to attack. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Play that huge double into the middle and then miss that one. Interesting little match here on table one. Here's J-Mun's back. He played very well in his first frame. Bit unlucky not to get over the line.
Tony, look at where the 8-ball's gone.
I know, right over the pocket.
And look at the red right behind it. This is going to cause some drama. Surely
Well,
you have to go yellows.
All day long.
And he's on a yellow as well.
Yep.
He has to make sure of it.
And he's up against 𝗪𝘁𝗀𝗃 as well of Morocco, so...
He's on a couple of yellows, actually. He's on the one to bottom right, which is way easier because it's not hampered. So he should be away here. I mean, you can take a liberty here. You can pot a yellow and then just open up the position on the left-hand side and give 𝗪𝘁𝗀𝗃 all the work to do. He could go game, but
should
he's not
go
under
game.
pressure
They're
to.
there. They're there. Absolutely there. The one problem yellow, you kick it out now.
Yeah.
And you can't fail to be on the yellow over in the other middle. The one where you got the yellow close to the red in the middle of the table, that comes down into the bottom corner. You could even free that if you wanted to.
And if he misses, he's got a massive insurance policy.
Got to go game. You go game.
Be nice to see him torture 𝗪𝘁𝗀𝗃 a bit, though, wouldn't it?
Not for me. I'm all for getting the job done now.
Yeah.
They do need the frames on the board as well. 7-1 down, 4 away from defeat. And the look of determination from J-Mun. That's okay.
Could take the double now. In fact, the yellow does go off the red, so...
The problem with that is, for me, I drop this into the middle bag. I play the yellow at the top of the table, try and get into the middle of the table to play the yellow that's close to the red into the bottom left, leave that cut down the rail, or you can even follow through and then play it off the red, but I prefer to play the cut because you've got 𝗵𝘃𝗃𝗵 off that side rail and back up for the black. In fact, there's probably enough stuck out of that 8-ball to just drop it down the rail, but he's going for the double. Not for me, this shot.
No.
But J-Mun makes it look easy.
Gets it.
Q-ball.
Snookered himself.
Now he's got no shot, apart from yellow off yellow up into the top left. As Morocco on table 2 with 𝗏𝗏𝗃, who pots the 8-ball and now moves Morocco ever closer to that finishing line. They are now leading Reunion by 8 frames to 1.
I don't think he's looking now, but I'm not sure he can get through to the line that you were talking about to play yellow off the yellow.
Yeah, he can.
I think the red's in the way.
No, it's not. I'm going to disagree with you. I think he's got plenty there.
I think he's going for the plant, because I don't think that line's there. We'll see. Yeah, plant.
I still think the line was there. I'll argue all day long. He probably thought it was a harder shot.
It was a great plant, by the way.
It was a great plant. I thought that was the harder shot, playing the plant.
Now looking at a treble. Having to pull everything out of the bag here.
I think the double might even go still. If you got close to that near jaw, it would just slide off the jaw and into the red, but...
Oh, some effort. And now we see 𝗪𝘁𝗀𝗃𝗃 come to the table. Well, his shoulders are already slumped. He knows what he faces. How do you win from here?
For starters, you've got to get yourself ball in hand.
Surely a forlorn hope from this situation, isn't it? Yeah, ball in hand would be the order. He's got a simple snooker in behind the red that he's closest to. Just running behind that. It'll be a decent snooker to get as well.
The other way is you could actually play for the stalemate.
That's quite clever.
You can play for the stalemate.
Yeah.
So you get the red that's near the black, not the one that's nearest to black, the one to the left of it. Push that right over the top of the 8-ball.
Yep.
And then try and play lots of turn shots and get rid of both those yellow balls off the table. And then that will be a stalemate. The moment you can see there is a path into the 8 ball, but if you can't possibly hit that 8 ball, then it will be a stalemate. But 𝗠𝗏 doesn't want that yellow up there, so he's immediately going to remove it out of the way. But he's also pulled the one red away, which is actually in 𝗠𝗏's favour, because that now makes it very, very hard to cover that 8 ball. And a drop of the arm there from 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃, because I think he was thinking about playing for a stalemate.
He needs to push another ball up there, doesn't he? He needs to double the ball.
He's got to double the ball now, though, but without leaving anything at all.
Yeah.
For 𝗠𝗏, even if you leave a length of the table double the yellow, he's going to take it on because the other yellow's over the bag. Very interesting frame indeed. Gone a little bit scrappy over on table 2 as well.
He's left this now.
Yep, really good chance now for 𝗠𝗏. I think he was going up there. He was going to try and nudge that red over the 8 ball, but I don't think that shot's available from up there. I think if you rub into that 8 ball, you knock it in. All 𝗠𝗏's got to do now is just roll that yellow in and play the yellow down into the bottom left-hand corner. Just do that, because you can see you can get to the 8. Don't try and be clever. I mean, he might try and force this in and try and kick the yellow out, but there's no need. He's gone for the kick shot. No, there was just no need. He could have rolled that in softly and played that yellow down into the bottom left-hand corner. Now he's left himself. Well, there is a double there. It's available. Down into the bottom left. Well,
𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 surveying the scene, doesn't like what he sees. Don't think there's any space whatsoever between the red and the 8. Yeah, well, just a tiny gap there, but not enough. The 8 ball just hanging. I mean, any touch on it's going to fall in. How do you get this out? As Tony said, maybe with ball in hand, you could put the cue ball on top cushion and try and double it out. Important shot here. Ball in hand would be interesting.
well,
Now then, let's see if 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 thinks when he does.
yep, I see this now. He must. He's got just enough room to nudge this red now in front of the cue ball. So
Well, it's better than it was.
will 𝗠𝗏 regret not just rolling that yellow in at the top and taking the longer yellow into the corner, because ball in hand here loses the frame.
This would be some frame to win for Morocco from the situation they were in.
Great shot on that plant on table 2, by the way. Once again, it is Morocco doing all the hard work.
I'd almost forgot there was another frame going on. This frame's so intriguing over on table 1. Got to take this on. That's another miss. Suddenly,
Well, he hit the yellow. That was the main thing, because ball in hand loses a frame. How brave is 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃? Does he play that ball into the middle and go up and try and get on the red? I think not. This, though, this 8 ball, this puts Morocco on number 9. In it goes. Another frame goes the way of the Moroccans. And the only frame that Reunion have won is from 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 when he moved that ball with his shirt when he potted the 8.
Now 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 has a great opportunity. He can get this red out, doesn't even have to land the snooker, just
He's got to be careful,
leave an
because
edge of the yellow.
well, what he's leaving him, he's coming off the bottom rail and going yellow into the red. And he's left it him. That is a good chance here for Djimon. Bad shot. I should not have left that. This could go off the red. He could pot this clean. He's going to hit the yellow. This is the thing. He will hit that yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, the red acting as a guide, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd rather play
full in the face contact, and I think that yellow has to go in.
He's played that quite pacey. Gets it. Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, no, that's so unfortunate. Oh, dear
well,
me.
𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 got away with one there. Very, very unlucky for Djimon.
Such a good shot.
Probably too good. He's played it. He's potted it completely clean. If he hits it a bit thicker and he goes off the red, the cue ball's not going to travel. So 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 is going to win this fascinating frame. And this will put Morocco on the hill. They'll be 10-1 in front of Reunion, requiring just 1 for victory. And it has been a one-sided affair. Morocco have just had too much for Reunion. It is 10-1 now. They have had some misfortune. No Reunion along the way. We just saw that with Djimon there. Potted a lovely shot out of a snooker, wetting off. But they are yet to pot an 8 ball, Reunion. Their 1 frame victory coming by way of a foul on the 8 by 𝗏𝗏 quite early in the match. Around frame 3 or frame 3.
Morocco at the table on table 1 with an opportunity to get across the winning line. 11 is the key number.
Well, Reunion with a chance over on table 2. A couple of yellows that should be knocked in. It's going to be the 8-ball that's going to be the main problem.
So there we go, that's Teddy. You can have a go at his surname there, Tony. You can have a go at Teddy's surname, Tony, or...
I'll let you go.
Oh, this is...
I've given you half the day off.
This is 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
There you are, you got through that okay, didn't you?
Anything more than 3 syllables and I'm struggling.
There was me thinking it was only 2.
His opponent, Mehdi Bouchan, over on the other table. Matthew Severin against Hamza Mutmir. I think he's left an edge over on table 2. It's a bit clumsy. Should have been full ball covered.
Yeah, so 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Side rail and into the 8-ball for him.
He's having a close look. Has he left the potting angle?
There is a bit stuck out.
It's a bit in-offy as well, isn't it? If he does get the pot. No.
Well, he played it with a load of left-hand side which threw the cue ball. And you can see that because when the cue ball struck the bottom rail, it actually came back towards him. So this looks like the win coming for Morocco.
Still only the 1 frame on the board for Reunion.
And they're still yet to pot an 8-ball.
Yeah, and they're better than this. As I say, yesterday they beat Mauritius. That was a really good game. I watched the end of that. Some great play from both teams.
And that is the match for Morocco. That's the number they required, number 11, and they have it. So now the frames are going to be played out for the aggregate for the group stages.
This is 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Really good fun guy. He's quick word with him a couple of days ago. Very nice chap. come from a beautiful island just off the coast of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean, neighbours with Mauritius. Only a very small island.
Have you been there, Nick?
I haven't, no. French-speaking nation. Never been there. Would love to.
Stevie Dempsey and Ben Doyle, two of Ireland's superstars, having a little laugh and a joke together. And that's a team that's going very, very well in the men's section, right at the top. We saw them play yesterday in that tremendous match against Northern Ireland. They were 4-1 down. And then they turned the game on its head in fine style. And every one of them playing their part for the host nation. So as the group stands at the moment, we've got Ireland, Australia and France have all won 4 out of 4. Ireland are top, just on frames from Australia and France. And tucked in behind, you've got Wales and Malta, who are 3 out of 4. England are having a bit of a pickle. They've played 4, they've won 2, lost 2. So they really have a lot to do. We're going to see them later on taking on France, one of the unbeaten sides. And that's going to be a real humdinger of a match. And then just behind them, or shall I say, the team that's just leapfrogged England and Malta to join Wales on 3 out of 4 is Morocco. So England have now slipped into 7th position as it stands.
Yeah, don't forget, it's only the top 6 that will go through to the next stages.
I'll tell you another team struggling. Northern Ireland played 3 and only won the 1.
Yeah, with that lineup as well. That says it all. I mean, they've got such a lot of strength and depth to their team. But yeah, there's a couple of teams that would have gone into this event as amongst the favourites who are currently struggling. England being one, Northern Ireland the other, already mentioned. That game against France.
2 winless teams at the moment. That's India. They're yet to win a match. And Scotland having a bit of a struggle down at the bottom. Just above them are the Reunion. They're on 1 win with New Zealand, Belgium, South Africa, Mauritius and Northern Ireland. So still a long, long way to go, all these teams. So there's 15 nations here. They've all got to play each other. So a lot of pool to be played over the course of the next 9 days. And Morocco have put themselves firmly in the conversation for qualifying at this moment in time.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, top 6 will go through. The top 2 automatically in the semi-finals, and then there's a playoff between the next 4 to find the other 2 semi-final places. So have to finish in the top 6. That England team currently just out of that, in 7th.
Top 2 are guaranteed to be in the semi-finals.
So the game against France is going to be hugely important for England later today. That's a must-win for them.
I'd say Australia going very well. They're 4 out of 4. They did tell me they had a strong side. I can tell you a stat about the Australian women. Every 9 years they seem to win it. And it's only the years when their top 6 have qualified have all come. Normally somebody can't come. And I can tell you this year, it's 9 years since they last won it and all their top 6 have come. Is that an omen? We will see. Just have a look at Australia's wins. They beat New Zealand 12-9. They beat Scotland 14-7. Seeing if they've how much they've actually been tested. They beat India 15-6. And they've beaten Malta 12-9. Now that is a test because Malta are strong.
Yeah, India have been struggling throughout this. They're 0 from 4 at the moment.
Yeah, they lost to France 13-8 yesterday. I can tell you, match has just started over. Scotland are playing Mauritius this morning. That's 0-0. But that's must win for Scotland. They are winless at the moment. These will be the 12-15s if they might have just got that one away a little early. The other matches will be at 12-15 on the outside table. You've got South Africa taking on Northern Ireland. New Zealand will be taking on the leaders of the pack, the host nation Ireland. India play Wales, Malta, France. England will be playing Australia.
Morocco looking favourites to take another frame on table 1. Johan had his chance, but it's 𝗪𝗏𝗏 who's mopping up these yellows. Just finished slightly out of position here. So he's just leaving a slightly wider angle. It's not bad though. It's a fairly natural shot just to drop this in to bottom left. A little bit of stun on the cue ball just to help it back into the middle of the table. Just drop this 8 ball in for another frame, and Reunion still stuck on 1 frame. This, by some margin, is their poorest performance so far. They played Northern Ireland yesterday and managed to win 5 of the frames. I was over watching the end of that match. Really good game. Makes the 8 ball. Frame number 12 on the board. Seems to have been one of those games though where whenever they come to the table, there always seems to be some kind of problem there. You even have to play a decent shot here just to get back down for this yellow. And we tried a combination shot. All he managed was a loss of turn, and it should be another frame going the way of Morocco.
That was a fair shot into the middle. 8 ball bottom right. Very solid.
Here we go. Cross on table 1, where Rafik Harmouche breaks for Morocco. His opponent, Willy Boyer. Cue ball was just tracking towards that middle, but got kicked away. Red's by far the favourite here, but he hasn't got an opener on red, so yeah, red's such a big favourite there that he took on a really, really tricky plant down the left rail. He had an easy opener on yellows, but who'd want to be yellows here? Very much worth the risk. But what it has done is given Reunion a great chance now to get their second frame on the board.
And to pot their first 8-ball. Coming up after this, we will turn our attention to the women's team, and we will have the unbeaten South Africans, including Tasneem Solomons, the world champion. They'll be taking on Wales right after this match. And following that, we will go back to the men's and we will see England against France. And England, okay, it's early, but they've only won 2 out of 4 and the French are unbeaten. So that is going to be a mouth-watering tie. That will be around about 2 o'clock this afternoon. But will be South Africa, Wales from the women's section after this, as we just see the last couple of frames out here.
This is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 over on table 1 with an opportunity, as I say, to get that second frame on the board. They've not been able to find their voices here of Reunion. You certainly heard them yesterday when they played Mauritius. On the right-hand side, this is Ḥarmouch, Morocco. So here we go, table 1 for the second frame on the board and their first 8-ball potted. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with the honours. Oh, go in. Oh, no.
Doesn't want to happen, does it, for them?
They haven't potted an 8-ball in this match.
And Morocco on the other table, though, however, get number 14. That's Ḥarmouch.
Wanted to leave an angle here to stun across for the other ball at this end of the table in the same pocket. It's just finished a bit straight, so he's going to have to come back down for that one. Don't think there's any options here apart from just screwing up into the bulk area. Just overrun by quarter ball.
That was very nicely controlled.
Yeah, wasn't it, ever?
Well, yeah, because he just what he does now is just pots this yellow he's next to, leaves the cue ball where that yellow, well, actually screw back a tiny little bit, and then a natural roll into the top right-hand corner, a little bit of right-hand side, bring the cue ball down. You can actually bring it down towards the 8-ball and leave it in the middle, or just drop it short, play in the corner. I think he's left himself a bit straight there. I don't know why he's gone forward with the cue ball. Well, he had a load of angle. It looked straight. So yellow into left-hand centre, and this will be very harsh on Reunion. Looks to be cutting it back in the corner. He is. He's got it. Where's the cue ball? It's fine. Well, Reunion still yet to pot an 8-ball.
A lot of noise in the background.
That yellow ball come a bit too far off the cushion, then stuck behind the 8 there. Great doubled yellow there. Morocco about to get yet another frame on the board. And this is going to help with frame difference as well for Morocco, should it be tight later on. 16-1 coming right up.
That's very good. That was 𝗙𝗲𝗃𝗏𝗏. Sorry, that was 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏. Apologies. This is 𝗙𝗏𝗃 at the table here. 𝗪𝗁𝗡𝗅𝗍�laskini taken to the stage, to the arena over on table 2, awaiting his opponent, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 So these players, while there isn't a match clock, there is a 45-second shot clock. Dumps the cue ball into the pocket, does Maschini.
Yeah, you don't often hear the beeps at 45 seconds. I mean, that's an eternity to play a pull shot.
𝗪𝗁𝗏 still at the table on this clearance on reds on table 1. Taking a long time over this shot. Must have caught his extension along the way because he's over 45 seconds and he's taken so long over it that he's missed it. So will it be 𝗨𝗏𝗏 on yellows who pots the first 8 ball for reunion?
Well, they're all open. Has to be in the back of their minds now. I mean, you know, they've gone such a long time. We're not winning well, they've won the 1, but that was given to them by 𝗏𝗏𝗏, who, as he leant over to pot the 8 ball, his shirt touched his opponent's red, so that was a foul and loss of frame. Hence, reunion have 1 on the board. That was nicely played.
Yeah, nice shot on table 2 by 𝗪𝗏𝗏. He played a delightful little plant and just opened up everything. So they've got a brilliant chance on both tables. Surely one of these chances goes.
Is it going to be like a number 7 bus? They're all going to come along at the same time. Didn't see one for ages.
It could be a race between the 2 players. 𝗨𝗏𝗏 the favourite on table 1 to win the race, because 𝗪𝗏𝗏 just needs to think about navigating the course of the cue ball here. Oh, that's done. That's done really nicely. Oh, could have done with a full ball cannon on the 8 ball. He would have been in perfect shape. He's just run a little bit too far, but to navigate that gap through all of that traffic was very, very good.
Well, here we go. This one is certainly easier than 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏's a few moments ago. In it goes. Reunion finally deposit an 8 ball. A wry smile.
Doubles their score. Now 2 on the board. Can it be 3? I think surely you just take. Can he just take his medicine, drop this in dead weight, leave a long red? Such a lot of traffic here, trying to get on and off the bottom cushion and back out to land on that red.
He's got to be careful this time here.
Oh, just smashing the double then. Rush for time and...
well, he had a long time. He was just having a long time over it. I mean, there was only one shot really to play, and that was to dig it into the middle. I know it's thin and try and just drag the cue ball off the bottom rail and up. But he ended up having to rush.
That was 𝗏𝗏𝗏 breaking off on table 1 for reunion. Goes dry. 𝗪𝗁𝗏𝗏 at the table for Morocco. Don't think we've seen anything of 𝗪𝗁𝗏𝗏 yet. He's another substitute.
Yeah, why not give him a run out now? The match was over quite a while ago. So this is the time to give all your squad a frame on the TV table. Normal service about to be resumed on table 2 by the looks of it. Somebody's won the raffle out there. And there they are. Ireland, current leaders of the group, on frame difference from Australia and France. So it's going to be interesting as it goes along.
Yeah, they're out there playing New Zealand, currently 4-1 up.
Down goes the 8 ball, and Morocco get to 17 now. So we just got the last 2 frames we're going to see out there, and that will complete the match. And then we will switch our attention to the women's group stage, with South Africa going to take on Wales.
Interestingly, Tony, France, who are unbeaten 4 from 4, they're current. I know it's still early doors, but they're currently 3-0 down to Malta.
Yeah, Malta, a strong side, not to be underestimated at all. If they get their game going, and they are a noisy bunch as well, they'll let you know.
The last red being missed by 𝗀𝗎𝗄 brings Ghani to the table. Ghani, another glorious chance here for reunion to get a 3rd on the board. Only 1 frame to be played, and that's just started over on the other table. 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 versus Mehdi Bouchan. Malta broke dry, and it's Cadet with the first chance. That ball came to rest. Just seemed to just pull slightly to the right. I don't know if there's a couple finger marks over there, perhaps. It's been playing pretty honest, this table. So there's definitely going to be a few finger marks out there. So maybe just caught 1 or 2 of them, and you just saw it dive off to the right slightly. What it has done, it's left him a lot thinner, and the ball down the left side cushion. So much so, I don't think he fancies it.
Well, that's not what he wanted. Cut into the bottom left for Morocco. Having a good old chalk of his cue there.
That is not there. So another chance for a reunion.
Yeah, they should be mopped up. Likewise on table 2, could finish with 2 reunion frames. Nice shot there as well. Restore a bit of pride.
Yeah, needs 1 good shot here, this Cadet.
Just making the black ball a little bit easy for himself later on, is he? Just hangs, yeah.
Needs 1 good shot on table 1. Needs to pot this, hold the cue ball, and it should be
lovely shot
done.
Very nice. Too little, too late for reunion, though.
Yeah, it's nice to get a couple of frames, though, isn't it? It's just gives you that little bit of extra confidence going into the next match. Makes the scoreline a touch more respectable. but it has been a drilling. You can't describe it as anything else. Morocco have been exceptional so far this weekend. Caused a couple of upsets already. Strength and depth right the way throughout their side. They've already beaten England this weekend, yesterday. All of their games so far have been 11-10. This one, much more comfortable victory. Reunion, well done to them. They won the last 2 frames to get themselves up to 4. A bit more respectability to the scoreline, but Morocco all the way in that one. Very good from them. We turn our attention next up to the ladies' game, and we've got a brilliant match from 2 unbeaten teams. It's it's South Africa versus Wales. South Africa top of the table, so that should be a really good clash. That one's going to be in around about 12 or 13 minutes, so join us back here. We're going to have a quick break, reset things, and we'll be right back with the action.